guys.
They banned it again.
Zeus gets taken out.
Yeah,
Pugna looks really good now, yeah.
EG was definitely missing lane push. Earth Spirit can't push lanes very well. Enchantress can't push lanes almost at all. CM can, and TB can a little bit, but they definitely need at least another hero that could also facilitate that. And it's more nukes, more stuns that'll help them kill the PA in the early mid game.
Oh, they're going to go for the Topson Invoker instead. Also, a great way of being able to run around the map and make space, right? I think that's his plan. Just he's going to be the Chaos Maker. He doesn't care. I lose my lane, I don't care. I'm going to move around the map and just try.
We'll move on to the Treant Protector just for a little bit of interesting spice because OG can never conform.
Not only that, exactly. We were talking about, oh, is it going to be a Sep Treant or is it going to be a Sep Shaker and a Jerax Treant? But they swapped it out completely, putting N0tail on a hard 5 Treant. They think that this Grimstroke being position 4 can have a huge impact on the game. And a possible reason for that could be the Grimstroke Ags in this game being a really, really powerful Aghanims against Terrorblade. Creating that illusion when he's used Metamorphosis, it can deal serious damage. And something we've seen out of OG in this tournament so far is they're really good at doing quirky mechanical stuff, like having these weird, creative new ideas where you use new stuff that's in the game. The IO Aghanims is new, the Grimstroke Aghanims is new, so I could definitely see that being the line of thought for them here. On EG's side though, I love what Gunnar said. Keep an eye on mid. That is where stuff is going to be happening.
Topson's already starting up. Just in case you didn't know, EG, look into my eyes. What do you see?
Well, they plant the flags, but it didn't scare OG or EG away from getting 2 runes at least. So I guess they planted the flags on one side only.
I was actually waiting for them to do what they did in the first series we actually got cast on this main stage. It's like, oh, this would be fantastic. OG, that game was done. But they started off with like 4 flags all planted around one bounty rune. But let's have a check of our lane. So as we had now a quick 1 minute. Topson Invoker, he's going the course to begin with. We'll see how he transitions. The battle against Mail, it gives us an aggressive lane up on the top. Ana and N0tail, they've been dual laning together for absolutely ever, but EG, they bring 3. If the first 2 doesn't succeed, you bring everybody. Pushing Ana back under the tower with a Metamorphosis damage. He's actually going to have enough. Ana will die on top lane. Arteezy spills the first blood. You want to send a message, that's a good way to do it if you're EG.
And this is one of the biggest benefits of Enchantress as a hero, is that you can leave her alone in the start against this lane. I don't see them killing her down here with Seb and Jerax, but at the same time, Jerax can't leave because Seb will lose the lane. So EG with the right read on how to get the lanes to begin with could get them off to a very nice start here.
And with the Sentry Ward down, yep. How does Jerax coming close? He's going to have to work with them. Ana being initiated on once again. Arteezy still got a little bit more time to get that range damage in, but now lose attention to N0tail. Consumables are going to be the order of the day for OG, while in mid, Topson, he's so low, battling against the metal. The Cold Snap will push him back.
They have rotated Jerax top, but what this will do now is that S4 will have almost a full level advantage against Seb bottom early on, or at least a decent one. And once Enchantress gets level 6, this lane is not inhabitable for Earthshaker anymore, so OG, this top lane, when you rotate like this, you have to win it, or you need to at least ensure that Ana feels somewhat happy up here.
Yeah, actually getting some CS would be a nice way to move forward. I'm loving Topson and Sumail, just like Topson literally requesting, Sumail, come and fight me. I'm not even getting us out. There's not even one coming out. Sumail able to hit these back-to-back stuns, missing uphill 2 times. Topson, you'll get back under the tower. He's juggling the balls, but he'll drop them. Underneath the tier 1.
Oh, there's a regen!
Thank you, Ice Rock.
I was going to say Gaben, but they're the same person, so.
Everyone's Ice Rock in their hearts.
This is a huge start for EG, honestly. Good Cold Snap from Topson will at least stop half of the regen rune. Wants to high-five with Sumail. Sumail will high-five him, so at least there's some friendship in the mid lane.
Sumail will bring his bottle in.
Never mind, no friendship mid lane.
Here comes the ES, roll in from Crit, the kick, a little bit off target, and Topson just sends them up in the air for a quick moment.
So Sumail is winning mid for sure. Enchantress S4 is winning bottom for sure. And this top lane is currently Arteezy far ahead because of that first blood advantage as well. So fair to say right now that EG are ahead in all 3 lanes. And what's the move going to be from OG? They're trying to get in on Fly. Lovely new cosmetic. I love this new aura.
What is this? It's just like, I got a bubble. I got a frost bubble.
When you skill up Arcane Aura, every time it levels up, all of your allies have like an animation for a short time.
Oh, rolling boulder in from Crit, well off the target. And as OG try and gets a little bit of space, N0tail just stunning up Crit for the moment. Good protection.
So the roll misses, but Arteezy is the one having the best time regardless. Even if these spells miss a little bit, OG seem unable to make their own aggressive moves, and Arteezy is just denying creep after creep. PA, what's her CS right now? 15 for 3. It's actually pretty good from Ana so far in this lane.
I'm loving watching this mid lane. I can't even take my eyes off it. I should be looking at the top lane because there's a tri-lane up there, but Tops is just living on either a prayer or quarter HP. Maybe both. He just refuses to move back out of this lane or bring us out. He keeps getting clipped.
Oh, they're
An
baiting
illusion
him on
rune
the rune.
for him, but Crit got a rolling boulder in. Thompson sidesteps him quickly. Space can be created. He's got Colsap and Tornado. Able to connect on both Sumail, but the Flame is able to reach up 2 levels to reach Thompson on Cloud9.
And this is how this mid lane is going to be. Sumail and Thompson will be trading non-stop. Invoker wants to trade so he can make use of the Quas orbs, and Sumail wants to trade because he can kill with an ally. And that's the second kill here in mid now. Sumail off to a really hot start.
You know, I've thought that before, and then Thompson's Monkey King kicked in, so
It's a bit different.
It's definitely a different style of game. There was definitely an Io and Magnus in that series as well. But I also just kind of want to think about another lane. Number 1 on the CS right now is actually Seb. He's been running this bottle on the bottom lane. He's going to try and control both the 5-minute bounty runes. S4 does not want to let that happen. So Seb will back off, and you see Crit already rotating over. And
it's a bit
S4,
too
it
late,
looks like he wants to try and contest.
Oh, okay. Seb didn't want to fight for it. So that's 3 runes for EG. He was respecting the rotation out of Crit. Saw him on that observer ward in the bottom area that Crit was coming. So his TP at least secures that rune. And now I'm really curious what Seb's going to do here. It's actually the thing I'm most curious about in the game now, because from my experience, this lane will be completely unplayable for Shaker once Enchantress is level 6. The only thing he can really do is take creeps with Fissure. Every time you try to melee a creep with Enchant Totem, you will take 2 or 3 impetuses your way, and it's just not feasible in the long run. So what is he going to do? He's pulling the wave for now a little bit.
I look towards mid, rolling boulder in, Laguna Blade is up for Sumail. It's the first Fire Striker 8, EMP Tornado. Sumail's going to lose a lot of mana. The Cold Snap, he's still just got enough to get into Thompson with the living armor. It has arrived, and Thompson will survive the first Laguna of this game.
It's very unusual that you see a Treant not skill living.
Oh, Fly, he's back again. He may have survived Laguna, but can he survive everything else? Jirax will arrive. It's a good stroke into the stun. Now Crit's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Nice turnaround for OG. Took 6 minutes, but now they're on the board, off the mark. 1-3.
And No-Tail, he's ready to fight Fly on the rune, but No-Tail doesn't have Leech Seed. He's 1-0-2 build, extremely defensive Treant build, not getting even that one skill point to help in the lane, but focusing on how much can I help the other lanes with that living armor.
Do you actually think the living armor build-up is also... Oh, hello, rolling boulder down towards the bottom lane. Jirax under attack, like cramp between S4 as well as Crypt. But we saw OG when they played the Treant before. They're always looking to repair their towers. How does Arteezy actually take these towers if you level up living armor very early on? How hard do you have to commit as a Terrorblade to actually bring down the tower?
That's actually part of the brilliance in this Terrorblade pick, because first, the obvious thing is that it's good against the PA, right? You have high armor, so you're good against these hard-hitting physical attacks, but the second part, Terrorblade is a really good hero at forcing down towers from half or full to 0. So he can deal with it if they group up and make a team move. It's one of the best heroes against Treant Protector in this early stage of the game as a carry. You can't really ask for anything better than that.
Yeah. But because they will still lose that
mid.
They will still lose that tier 1 tower on bottom
And
lane.
Fly is going to plant some enemy in mid. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know those characters, so I can't tell you what they are. But there's probably some deep meaning to this. Jerax
He's going
running
to
into Fly. Okay, see ya. They're both backing off.
Nothing to be had here apart from Jirax potentially killing the courier on the way back. Yeah, but with the tier 1 tower dropping, S4 was just able to force the issue. No-Tail's watching Arteezy rotate over, but he's burned a large portion of this Metamorphosis.
That's such an early Midas for S4. He's going to be rich this game. 730 Midas with Boots and Basilius. It's really, really good times for S4. And you look at the CS chart, all top 3 sitting on that EG side, and the Shaker who was doing well in the start, I think quite a bit of his CS is probably jungle creeps, and now this, again, this bottom lane, is he going to be able to farm here? Well, S4 is moving, so for now he is.
EMP Tornado just pushing Smell back a little bit further.
Absolutely perfect.
But Ana is still doing well. And this top lane, we know how important it is for OG to give Ana a good game. And his game looks solid right now. He's sitting on the 50 CS, minute 8. Same as the Terrorblade. They're both level 6. So both of these heroes are having a good game and are happy.
The only downside for Ana is he doesn't have like that Empower buff up he's used to, so he's having to build into the Battle Fury on the Phantom Assassin just to still keep finding that farm rate. GRX is hoping for something on bottom lane. Seb's got a lot of damage to work with. Now completing up the phase boots. Potentially able to run down some of these heroes, and GRX just needs to start him off. So there's the Inkswell. Okay, that's maybe not exactly the way he planned to do that. That was not the right target. And now Seb's kind of trapped behind the tree line. Spritz wondering if he can get some help. But Seb, now he's going to find him. Starts with a totem, follows up with a Fissure, Echo Slams just for good measure, and Crypt tanks through a lot of it. Raindrops help out with that, but they'll still take the kill. That was a lot harder than it needed to be for OG.
Yep. And they don't get any structural damage in here, it looks like. They're not going to hit the tower, but it's a kill. It all helps. Gotta find what you can as OG right now, as your playmaking potential, as was talked about by the panel, is mainly coming from Topson, but since he lost his lane by a bit, the tempo is not that high. So at least you can use Grimstroke with Shaker. And, well, they're still hitting the tower. I reckon EG want to defend this somewhat.
It feels like they should, but they're going to finish the tier 1 and then TP down? Where are they? Actually, yeah, you can't. This damage is taking forever without the creep wave. So maybe they're okay with it. They're wasting time with N0tail. He actually came underneath the Observer Ward under the bottom room. So Flyer was just waiting for the attack to come in from Topson.
And Topson's going to walk through the same ward that N0tail just did. EG know exactly what Topson is up to. And with him starting to play between mid and bottom, they're absolutely not defending this tower now.
They've worked it out.
It takes them so long, but, you know, slow and steady, eventually you'll get it. If nobody comes down here, GRX has been pushing this tower for like a full minute. And now the siege creep is going to come and help them finish it off the last 5%.
You'd actually think you get more levels out of this too by being in the lane. S4's attacking into the tier 1 tower a bit. It's the last remaining tier 1 tower for OG. They're really having trouble controlling their map area, but normally OG sacrifice heroes in the early game. It seems the tier 1 tower is the next thing on the menu for OG. N0tail can't come close. He's in range of the sentry. S4 doing a good job not to reveal the fact that he can see him. Not reacting in any way, but now the creeps move towards him. N0tail realizes they can see me. In fact, not 1, not 2, but 3 sentry wards had to be planted in that mid lane just to see things.
But it's well worth it. They got the biggest tower of the game, and there was no fighting from OG because Treant is only level 5, so they didn't have the Overgrowth, they didn't have the Soulbind, both supports from OG sitting on those level 5s when EG's supports are level 6. That's such a huge difference in power. Seb?
Yeah.
Oh, that was really good timing on the Aftershock.
He'll get the double Fissure stun out as well, but S4 enchants him up. Seb can't make it to the trees. Well, he was probably hoping he could TP away to safety. Some clever juking, but it will not happen. And Fly gives the tip back to Seb. Seb, he seems to be the master of the memes on OG. Fly gets a little bit of a rebuttal. And actually, well, Fly, that was maybe a little short-lived. OG have come back. Fight me indeed.
He's dead. Is that an Urn charge? It is. That's big. Keep an eye on Invoker's Vessel charges in this game. It's the way they're going to kill the Enchantress. Until S4 has a counter item, that is the one way they can kill her outside of using the PA for the hardcore physical burst.
Because of his great start, he's actually going in for just the Dragonlance to begin with. I don't know if it's going to be the full Hurricane Pike, but they're looking for initiation. ES rolling forward, Topson, and that movement speed. Haste Rune is up, 550 on the board. And S4 being watched by N0tail. They know he's coming in from the side, so Topson knows how much he can get away with Cold Snaps to Mail, trying to get his own stun. The silence is there from Crit, and they're not hitting every ability, meaning the back movement is possible. In fact, GRX will die to S4. N0tail for the Overgrowth, but Fly starts letting it go. 2 heroes down for OG. This is not the clean Chris Dota we've expected and already seen from them this tournament.
I think the games that we saw on the main stage yesterday was also Newbie giving OG flat out their best picks. They gave them IO and Mag, and EG just come in with better preparation. And they know exactly how they want to approach this first game, and they're looking great so far. I find it funny how Ana and Arteezy are literally not getting involved in anything. They've been playing top both of them for pretty much 13 minutes straight, not moving across the map. Are actually not sure. Arteezy might have been part of a push in one of the sides, on one of the other lanes.
It's fight time. It's Blink reveal over on the ESC. Ready! It's Seb! Fly and Ultra just evaporate. S4's also on the run. Seb, he's got Fissure up. S4, you're staying with your feet wet. No way to get away from the spray. And he's locked inside the pit with the double stun from Sumail. Maybe a little bit extra space. S4 back to Topson, who's the one in trouble. Seb, he'll blink over. Now he's trying to control up both RTZ, Sumail, and S4. No, that ain't happening. Stun up, and Seb is gone. Overconfidence with a capital Seb.
That is the most ambitious TP of the main event, I think. He TP'd right next to Alina with Light Strike Array ready.
Maybe he's like, oh,
That's a nice blink
he's
reveal.
going to be out of mana, right? Maybe there's a chance.
It's a good blink reveal, but at the same time, you would have loved to get a core kill. You got the two supports. You got the Maiden and the Shaker with your Echo Slam. You get a little bit bloodthirsty on Topson. He starts chasing. And Topson was kind of lucky to stay alive there, too. He almost died to S4, and you see the problem they have with this Enchantress. The only way... They were 4 heroes against Enchantress, and she was phaser locked off, and it wasn't even close. Like, they were tempted to try for it. Not possible without the PA. The Vessel will change things, but it's not there just yet for Topson. He needs another 200 gold.
Same with the Battle Fury for Ana. Maybe he starts getting involved after this is able to arrive. The win probability is keeping it nice and close, 51-49. That's what we want to see. We've already had an amazing day of Dota 2. Let's keep the streak going late into the Shanghai night. The 15-minute bounty runes in 10 seconds.
Looks like a 2 for 2.
Yeah, it should be. EG will claim the north, OG will claim the south.
There it is.
Oh, rolling boulder. Up towards top. Crit won't have a crack at Ana. Arteezy doesn't have any damage or a stun, which is required to stop Ana. So Magnetizer will go on cooldown for a while from Crit.
Got any more chat wheels left?
It's kind of the issue when rolling boulder became your stun instead of just the kick.
Yeah.
Then they move in towards the mid lane. Rolling boulder once again over towards Topson. G-Rex is nearby. Gonna put down the Inkswell, but Topson, the damage may just be more than enough to kill him. He turns for an EMP Tornado, but in death he'll burn mana, but that's it. Fly once again being very liberal with that freezing field.
They're immediately putting this lens to use. Sumail's lens, or well, not immediately, but in that instance they are putting it to use, showcasing how good this item can be against a hero like Invoker. Their reach is just exceptional. Earth Spirit can roll in from really far away, and the Lina can very easily follow up. Even though the Earth Spirit stun is only level 2, it's enough for Sumail to
S4, here's your combination. Seb will get the first stun off, and maybe not the greatest of chaining against this S4 Enchantress. They're trying to find the damage. Nortel has to go into the overgrowth, put the quick silence down, but Sumail's already arrived from a long way down. He's able to get the stun. There's no movement back from Seb.
I don't get it. Why didn't they just hit him?
Good question. Hey, maybe he's untouchable.
Just hit him.
So now is EG being aggressive. Topson with the high ground. EMP Tornado. Gonna make it difficult for Arteezy. Decides not to dodge it, but he's got 21 charges.
I love that you say decides not to dodge it. There's so many clips of Arteezy manta dodging whatever, so you're just assuming he will never fail. He decides not to. There's no way he could have failed that, right?
Hey, I put Arteezy up on a pedestal for a cliff.
He is very rich, by the way. 10k net worth, 17 minutes in. It's generally a very dangerous proposition to give Terrorblade complete free farm, but I just think in this game OG barely had a choice with their draft. It's just very defensive, very slow, with both PA and Treant and Grimstroke. They need to have someone to play around, and since the other two lanes were EG favored, the tempo of the game is just completely being dictated by this EG side. Now, what I do want to say OG shouldn't do, stop going for this Enchantress. I think it's really hurting them. The kills, you have to accept S4 will be farmed this game. If you're not bringing your PA to this kill, it's too hard, and the cost-benefit doesn't favor you, kind of ever, unless you see pretty much the entire enemy lineup somewhere else on the map. Because the counterplay is dangerous too, right? Imagine you kill the Ench, you used everything. And then, what if there's an Earth Spirit coming in with this Alina?
This is when you need, you need Stifling Dagger from range, you need Seb to be the controller, you need to create a little bit more space. And I'm actually liking this a little bit more from Seb. He's going in for the Aghanim Scepter, then he's going to build for the BKB, so he can be that nuisance that we know and love to be in the faces of EG, and give Ana that space to farm. He doesn't want to join it. This is the way OG always play. It's 4 attack, 1 farm.
Yep.
And so far, he's now ahead of both S4 as well as Sumail. But he's still got a couple of thousand gold to catch up with before he's going to get in front of Arteezy. But Ana, he's going to move quick. He's going to farm quick.
Yeah, I don't think. I think if you just mathematically let these two heroes completely free farm from the start of the game and they buy whatever items they want, Terrorblade wins. He just has better farming potential. He can farm wave while farming jungle. His first ramp-up items are just faster. The PA has to build this whole battlefield before it
Trouble.
starts kicking in.
Notel walking in range of the sentry ward. That dire sentry would get quickly dewarded. They had another one further up, but Ana and Jirax on the bottom lane trying to push, but Sumail's already moving down. Coming past his own shrine, TP support's on the way, so ES starts it off. Jirax gonna land out a stun over on ES, but PA can't really do much. It's Sumail! This like is coming from downtown. The Hextra help, EMP Tornado, Thompson actually catching at the back of Fly. He roots up Ana, then lets it go. No way to escape, or is there? Of course there is. It's the Phantom Assassin. Not caught out the same way as the short film contest. Is able to blink away to teammates, but she's got those. Then straight back to mid, straight back to the farm. The living armor to protect, building into this desolator.
Yeah, why didn't the PA just blink strike the vent?
Because
Oh
she
yeah, she
blinked
did
to
it right
attack.
before.
Yeah.
That's why didn't she have refresher though?
Cooled it.
30 seconds till bounties.
Why are you just not a better player?
30 seconds till bounty runes. There's no vessel charges, so this fight for OG, if they choose to run into the enemy team, will be hard. Oh, speaking of running into them, Thompson.
Yeah, Tornado is out. Fly gets sent up. Crit's going to work, but EG, they've started Roshan. That's what they want. Invoker, Living Armor's giving him some extra life. Deafening Blast gets a 3-man pushback. A quick Yule Scepter up, and the rolling bottom. No, he misses, but Sumail will not. Roshan, he's still ticking down. 3.5k, and OG are in no position to contest this. And it looks like they also have no idea.
Notel was thinking about getting this bounty rune, but it would have got him killed. Well, that's going to be Roche, as well as 2 runes. And what do they pay? They don't even pay a tower bottom. OG
Seb's trying.
falling further and further behind.
7,500 and increasing is the net worth advantage. The experience is shooting up as well.
And this is kind of, it's a bit reminiscent of one of Thompson's Invoker games, the TI-8, where I think it was against LGD, they sat on him really hard in mid and just slowed down his tempo, because OG's strategy when they play this mid Invoker with Quas Wex is very momentum based, and you stifle that momentum, and so all of a sudden OG's lineup just feels so much easier to deal with. In this game, it's the Earth Spirit Lina getting these couple of kills on Thompson. Now they just killed him again. No vessel charges, and it just, Arteezy's having the time of his life. This is such a free game right now.
I love how-
Terrorblade, he has Butterfly. His man at bottom minute 20.
Arteezy's looking damn good. I love how you bring up the Sumail point, because it was Sumail who used to be the one like, oh man, this kid's really, really good. What do we do? He's playing Storm Spirit with momentum base. Let's just kill him every single time. They're faced at EG, and now they're dishing it out against OG.
And now Arteezy feels confident to go in and push towers. He knows he has the Aegis, so even if he gets Echo Slam, there's that second life. And we'll hit the tower. OG seem like they want to try to defend this one though.
Oh.
Deso is completed on Ana. This is his first peak.
Seb's doing the full wraparound. He wants the greatest clip-worthy Echo Slam of all
the
time, but
courier.
he'll take the Courier instead. That'll work. But they lose the tier 2 tower in the meantime.
It gives away information though.
Yeah.
EG, OG, or EG know OG are coming from behind.
Thompson is looking to Sumail. He wants him in the trees. He's going to move up. And now, well, EMP Tornado. Sumail, they want to send in dry. A Yule Scepter, defensive. Nothing is burnt. And now they all turn around for the fight. And it's moving forward. They'll Soulbind S4 as well as Arteezy together with a double silence. Letting it go. Fly, he's doing the work. Laguna Blade. Ana just cannot stand in this fight. The rest of OG want to get the hell out there. Now they've killed Crit. But Seb magnetizes on him. The Yule Scepter is up. And Seb is down. Thompson will be able to survive. He's waiting a little longer though before he'll use his TP away.
And the MVP of that fight for me is Crit. He rolls on the Shaker. He keeps the Shaker as well as Invoker busy for a good, I don't know, 20 seconds before he finally dies. And it makes this fight so easy for EG. I wonder if we're going to get a replay of that. I think we saw the rolling boulder, but then the fight was happening on the top side. It's just excellent play.
Thompson's clearing the creep wave. He understands they can't push up high ground. The illusion is actually giving the tower health with the regeneration up. It's all backdoor protection.
But EG lost nothing there. They didn't even use meta. They didn't have it. So next tower, it's already being circled by Fly. We're going to see it now. So Thompson catches Sumail, good defensive Yules, but this roll, the Earth Spirit is going to stay down here forever. Okay, it might not be on the replay either because we see the fight up top, but you can imagine for yourself what's happening off screen if you look at the minimap. There is an Earth Spirit just
there.
Forcing Echo, keeping 2 heroes at bay forever. And Ana just still feels like he can't really fight. He
Yeah.
goes in and just gets blown up by spells.
It didn't
Needs
help that
BKB.
didn't help that he ended up jumping like into Lagoon. Like there's no BKB to protect him, and he jumped right on top of the Crystal Maid to try and stop the freezing field, so the rest of the team can move, fight. But we'll have in this own debate as well. It's like, can the Crystal Maiden actually die? We were asking this during the drafting phase. Like, is this just going to be a massive problem? I Thompson.
Historically, PA has just murdered many a Crystal Maiden over the course of Dota games, but nowadays, Maiden has a health talent, she buys bracers. Look at Maiden's health right now. Sure, it's only 5 armor, but she has 1430 health with just 1 bracer and a wand in this talent. Can buy a Ghost Scepter maybe, can buy another bracer, just tank up, and you will not be one-shot jumped by this PA. You get a chance to hold your ground. And if you get your ulti off, all this defensive armor is gonna, be super helpful for you.
Here they
High ground
come.
time, DD.
Double
RTZ.
damage room, bottled up, ready for this right moment. The living armor won't protect this much longer. But
Holy
what do
shit,
they do?
this goes fast.
Yeah, it's gone, man. It's gone.
Yo, do you want to defend?
Maybe.
Oh, good
Send them
tornado.
up in the air, get rid of the double damage with the EMP burn. Arteezy again decides not to dodge the EMP. And Seb, he jumps in. He has the Aghanim Scepter up without Thunder. Arteezy's got the life buff on Seb. Take that melee Rax. Take the range 1 as well. What's PA got in return? The bottom tower? That's not enough. They need more. But EG, first ones to claim Rax against OG, and they do it in under 25 minutes.
This game has been very one-sided so far. I wonder if OG can find a way back. We've seen them come back from ridiculous situations many times before, but
It's
definitely...
It's a PA crit that I never want to say is not going to work. Like, what happens once Phantom Assassin gets buffed up? What happens when you start giving her Alacrity with a BKB,
Absolutely.
putting her into the fight? Can EG then, like, hold through that blast? Thompson, what are you doing?
This is an item that'll help. The Enchantress picks up the Solar Crest, so whoever the PA jumps on, S4 will defensively solar, or of course he can offensively solar as well if they're going for kills, but this item is so good when you have Terrorblade in your team. Giving him that massive burst of attack speed, he's a monster in this game. Just flat out insane farm.
OG is still prepping for the fight.
Yeah, it feels like they need to wait for BKB of Ana. And then
Yep.
they can try to make a move with a smoke, try to find a way to get a fight inside their own vision where they can get an overgrowth. You need to overgrowth this Terrorblade, but he has both Manta and BKB, so he has 2 breaks now instead of only the 1 of Manta. It's a tall order. And probably the lowest impact we've seen from No-Tail in any game at this tournament. It's hard. Like, options don't exist.
Arteezy's going to be a full-on cannon with an MKB. You got to see that
Yep.
Lotus Orb actually arrive from Jirax. He does have the Ether Lens, so at least he'll have that cast range. Thompson, 400-ish gold away from having his Aghanim Scepter build up. All of this is slowly going to arrive.
It's going to help. It's definitely going to help to get this Axe. He has some good solutions for Terrorblade illusions. He has Tornado, the Deafening Blast, EMP, Ice Wall.
They're pinging out Seb. It's like, what is this guy doing down here? The creep wave's coming to a tier 3 tower. How crazy is the ES? Crazy enough that you're happy to bring Sumail back, but he can BT back to the front lines.
Yep. Well, hopefully not the front lines. That's
Yeah.
not where Lina wants to go. Took the damage talent on Lina as well, on level 15, the Light Strike Array damage, so it doesn't feel threatened enough to take all the health. It's a pretty good pickup to get health against a hero like PA, though. You're naturally not too high armor. And I think earlier today we saw Moon when he was playing the Lina. I think he took the health talent in that game against a PA. I believe. Maybe.
I'll say yes.
Different approaches to the same problem. Aghanim's
Done.
yeah. The problem for Ana now is you're like, finally I have my BKB, but the counter item's already ready. There's the Aghanim's on Lina, and there's the Terrorblade MKB. So this upcoming fight.
Oh, Seb's dead. Seb is totally dead. He's just walking right into the middle of EG.
Haste Rune.
Smoked up, looking to attack. The Haste Rune is out, but he can't have enough life. Even with a jump up the hill, he can't make it. So Seb is down. Ana was hiding himself on the bottom lane, so it was Seb who was walking away. Both were there together, hoping someone from EG, just one person like Alina, would come out to try and fight. But they have no creep wave, so pushing in, they're going to fight with the Alpha off. Does EG actually have enough? No. You have protection on multiple fronts, Cliff, as well as 7 charges of living armor. They'll burn through it, and now you see the power of EG. The tower is gone. Femi asked, like, wait, can this guy actually keep up with the current pace of this meta of Dota? You see that type of push? Yeah, he can do it.
Got the tower, but he can't backdoor the melee racks. It's too much regen, too tanky. But he's going to take the tier 3, he's going to take the shrine, he's going to keep cutting the mid wave. Good job from Topson to make sure the mid wave was pushed out. If he didn't manage that, they could have lost Rax in this instance. And OG, it's desperation time. They need to fight. The Metamorphosis is running out.
Ana walked underneath the Observer and Sentry, comes right up towards Arteezy. Topson finds his own target. It's S4. Send him up. The missed timing though. Seb jumps in, Crit instantly silences him. Seb, what have you got with the Soulbind looking for the stuns? Ana looking for his own point of damage. S4. Ana can't attack in fast enough. One more attack will do it. Ana's able to get down and then jump over for a double kill into play. Rolling Boulder River.
On the start.
Break away from Samael. He plays the high ground. Obi-Wan Amael. He is able to push him back. Support is all buying back right now. Invoker so low in life. These never-ending stuns come from the Lina, the Echo Slam. It arrives finally in from Seb. But what space is being created? It really seems to be all for EG. A jump away for the stun from Electric Ray still holds true as Seb runs for the trees. But he will not be safe. Under the opposite Sentry 2, Durex has no way to run away. Terrorblade will create the mirror, staying just out of the range of the stun. N0tail wants to help out. Arteezy's just diving in. Ana, at least he can get a crit, but Arteezy, remember what he came here for a while ago? It was to take the lane of Rax, and they've got the damage output. They've got the creep wave, and OG have no defense. Maybe they can kill off Samael if he comes up high ground, but the rest of EG are moving towards the mid. They want to fight Ana. He blinks out, but Samael, damn this kid fast. He blinks away, and Lagoon is his ass. They want to go deeper into OG's base. You may have farmed Newbie, but you won't farm this time around OG. EG under the tier 4 towers. Maybe this is a little bit too deep, but there's only 2 players up trying to defend this. Here comes your meatball down, but Invoker, he's got nothing more to give. N0tail into the base. They're all dead at GG. EG take game 1. Here when it counts on the main stage.